Hey everyone, welcome to Feelings with the Geeky. I'm Erin. I am here with Jamie and Angel, and we are joined remotely by Tara. We're fans. We have feelings. This is where we webcast about them. We are live, San Diego Comic-Con Preview Night Special.
Well, except for me.
Tara will be joining us tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I thought I didn't have the days off from work, so it is what it is.
It's all good. You'll be here soon enough.
Meanwhile, we're gonna party, have fun at home.
Pack. It's okay. I'll pack and get a good night's sleep. Oh yeah, so friendly reminder, we're a podcast as well, so you can subscribe to us on iTunes, and that way you won't miss any of our feelings if you can't watch it live or watch it on YouTube. And if you're listening to this as a podcast, please remember it is recorded live. We're not exactly sure what's going to happen, so forgive us any technical difficulties or accidental swears. And speaking of accidental swears, you can join the conversation with the hashtag #GeekyEryFeelings. Because how will we know we're wrong if you don't tell us? And also, if you use that hashtag when you hear the first one of us swear, we'll give you a shout out. I know it's not much. It's not much, but it's fun. So call out whoever swears first.
Sarah, you're gonna have to monitor Twitter because
yeah, I'm trying.
Kind of.
I've got it up. So yeah, and then as usual, we'd like to remind you all that the views expressed in this webcast are those of the host as individuals and do not necessarily represent the Geek Area or the webcast itself as a whole. So now that we're done with all that boring stuff, so when did you guys all get there?
I got here yesterday and stayed with a friend because I'm actually from Southern California, so I know people here besides Comic-Con people. So I always arrive a day early to hang out with friends and stuff like that. I posted some pictures on my personal Twitter. We just hung out, and then this morning I got driven into town and actually began the Comic-Con portion of my trip. So
yeah, I also got here yesterday. I went out to a fancy dinner at Nobu with some of my con friends, and we went out afterwards a little bit.
I saw pictures on Twitter.
And Nobu is very good, though. I very highly recommend it. It was spectacular, although I spent a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm on poor man's budget for this this year, so.
Me too.
I got here at noon, so I like basically. It was funny because one of our roommates was at the airport when I was still at the airport, so we Ubered it. But it was a bit of a comedy of errors of me trying to get to her because she was. I was like, "Where are you?" And she's like, "I'm right outside by the escalators," but she was in the other terminal. So to get to the other terminal, and that was fun. Mm-hmm. But then we got here. And our room wasn't ready when we got here, so we had to go out.
I've been in town since 7 a.m. and I understood that the room wasn't ready at 7 a.m. So I'm like, okay. And then I come back at 1 and it's still not ready, and I'm like, okay, like now what do I do? It's been a long time.
And it's like, who else was there? Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody, there couldn't have been so many checkouts today.
Another convention in town, because let me tell you, I was in the Marriott Marquis bathroom, and there was like a woman in a business suit, like crimping her hair, and she had a black lanyard on. That I couldn't read all of it, but it was something convention, and I'm like, why would you schedule another convention like during San Diego Comic-Con in this area? But something else is happening.
Oh, before I forget, what are the lanyards this year?
Oh. You may or may not be excited about this. It's The Walking Dead.
Oh, cool. But it's Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's both of them. Okay.
Both. It's
no, that's awesome. Yeah.
And The Walking Dead. Okay, so I'm going to talk.
I was like, I have 2 Penny Dreadfuls, and I love Penny Dreadful, which, by the way, I finally finished watching season 2, and I have season 3 ready to bring with me to watch on the plane. So
didn't you love season 2?
I did. And you know what? I took so long to watch it because I didn't like the first episode. The whole doll thing really creeped me out. So finally, the other night, I was sitting in my living room after my friend had gone to bed, and like we already had Netflix on because we were watching Sherlock. So I'm also done with Sherlock finally.
Finally.
And so now I'm excited to maybe go to like some of these panels and stuff. But anyway, actually, I may be going to the Nerd HQ Sherlock thing. So
I'm going to that, but
I'm going
we can talk about that later. Maybe.
yeah. So, but yeah, so I was already up and on my couch. I ended up putting on Penny Dreadful, and no lie, watched 5 episodes of it and stayed up until like 5:30 in the morning, just sitting on my couch watching Penny Dreadful. So, and I've done it like every night this week. I've laid in bed watching it on my computer until I couldn't stay awake anymore. So now I'm all super psyched that I have all these Penny Dreadful lanyards. Like,
I watched the first season of Penny Dreadful, and then I had to quit partway through the second season, and so I wasn't too thrilled with all the Penny Dreadful lanyards, so I'm kind of happy to have a lanyard for a show I'm actually still watching. No offense to Penny Dreadful. It's a beautifully done show, but like I have a hard line that when you like abuse and kill like a trans character, I can't watch the show anymore. So sorry, that's how I am. So I had to stop that.
but anyway, so yay, Walking Dead lanyards. Anyway, so that we're not getting off on like topics that aren't San Diego Comic-Con. What have you guys? So you Jamie just got there today. So what did you guys do today? I know you guys had the Friends of Comic-Con breakfast. Did Erin and Steph? Did you guys both go?
Yes, we did.
I still never been to that breakfast or that restaurant because it's so early in the morning. So early.
Well, they're open like all day. So
Well, I mean, I was speaking of the breakfast in particular. I always go to the dinner. Well, not this year because I have a flight. I have a flight out that evening, but and I always enjoy the dinner. So I'm sure the breakfast is a blast. It's just so early in the morning.
yeah, I totally get it. Broken Yoke is where the meetup was. And we kind of take over, they have a big loft area, and we take over the entire loft area. So it's really fun, and one of the best parts of San Diego Comic-Con, in my opinion, is the con friends that you make. And you know, the people that come every year, and you see them every year, and you hang out with them. And that's the best part for me, even more so than like the possibility of seeing Tom Hiddleston and
Taylor Swift.
I mean, yeah. To be honest, like that's every convention for me.
Yeah.
San Diego, however, like I find it a lot harder to like end up meeting up with people because it's just so big and there's so much going on. But like, I mean, last year my best times were when I was out with you guys, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I agree. But that's the best part of like every convention, really.
Yeah.
And the only problem with San Diego is I don't know what to pack because I'm not cosplaying. I still have no clue what I'm wearing on Saturday, but we'll get to that later.
It's really hot, so
we're melting.
It's really hot.
Is it like 2014 hot?
Yes.
It was hot that year. It was like 90 something.
I'm sunburned today.
It's really hot.
Like really badly sunburned. It's awful.
Personally, I prefer the heat to last year, so
yeah, it's hot.
So let me tell you about the Star Trek draw today. I live periscoped it, and it was the saddest periscope ever because I didn't win. So
what was it?
So it was, you can get a wristband for the premiere, which is happening tonight. And basically they had 500 tickets, and everyone lined up, and you reach into a bag. Green tickets are losers, the pink tickets were winners. By about 10 a.m. there were already about 600 or 700 people. No, that gotta be more than that, more like 1,000 people in line already by like 10 a.m. And then by the time the line started moving at 11 a.m., I was seeing reports of like 5,000 people in line. And so I started periscoping. So I started periscoping it. And but when you're in line, we were all crammed together, so there was no breeze. It was really hot. God, it had to have been at least 90. And I was so excited with my camera, like periscoping, tra-da-da-da-da, reaching into the bag. Green tickets. It was like the most disappointing thing ever. So I didn't win. I'm not going to that tonight. I'm going to Game of Bloggers instead.
Which is another thing I've never made it to. So
Yeah. The Star Trek premiere, though, it sounds really awesome. It's for the new Star Trek Beyond film, and it's the world
Right.
premiere here.
oh
And
wow.
it's an outdoor IMAX experience, I think, with a live orchestra. And so, I mean, it just, even if you're not a big Star Trek fan, it's just an amazing experience.
Right.
So extremely jealous. I think I speak for all of us. Extremely jealous of the people that get to go tonight. But
Yeah, that's cool.
Alyssa from the Friends of Comic Con forum got a winning ticket.
yes, I know.
Oh, yay. Good for her.
But so we were all in line together, and I didn't see her with a winning ticket. So I'm thinking she either got in line again or was just very calm and chill about it. Which I feel like she must have gotten in line again, because when she went through, we were all together, and she was very calm. If it was me, I would have been like, I won, like, you suckers, like. But no, like, she was just chill. So I don't know.
I don't know. I probably would have hidden it too if that was me. I would have been like, put on that face. You know, I'm not very good at that face, but like, I wouldn't be free. I'd be, it's like the freak out inside and like the calm, like, please nobody pay attention to me on the outside.
I would screamed. I'd like, it would have been the best periscope to ever periscope.
I would do the typical fangirl squeal, which is all my friends at work make fun of me for that, by the way, because I do it all the time. Tonight, after this, I'm going to HopCon.
Yay, HopCon's fun.
Yeah, it's at Stone Brewing Company at Liberty Station.
Mhm.
It's really fun. And they rented out this year. Will Wheaton hosts it. And they rented out the entire brewery this year. So it's not just the outdoor area, but it's all the indoor areas too. And you pay, I think it's like $75 for admission, and they give you a little 4-ounce kind of mini pint glass, and they have different beer stations all around that you can go and sample different beers. Some of them are Stone's regular rotation of beers, and some of them are made specifically for HopCon by celebrities like Aisha Tyler.
And Will, yeah, he made some too, or helps them.
And I think they upped it to like either 12 or 15 this year instead of 10.
Wow.
Whores. And these are not light beers, by the way. I mean,
No.
yeah, I'm not drinking that much, don't worry.
Why not?
I can't. I'll like vomit.
You put them in little plastic bags and bring them back to me. You're like,
Yeah, don't.
Yeah,
Erin says, I'm sorry, but Erin says, I can't, I'll vomit. Stephanie, do we need to talk about 2014?
So yeah, there's like food stations, and there will be games and all kinds of fun stuff. So it's actually a really great way to kick off Comic-Con. I found I went 2 years ago, and yep, and you were there, and you were there.
that's where I first met you.
Yes. And but it's very chill. Like, there are a lot of celebrities there, but they ask not to take photos so that the celebrities can be out and about and mingle, and that's a really cool vibe, I think. So yeah, it's fun. That's what I've got going tonight.
You and I are going to Game of Bloggers, which is hosted by Tony Kim, who runs the Crazy for Comic Con Twitter account. And it just launched a new geek men's line of clothes too. I can't recall the name off the top of my head.
Heroes Within.
Heroes Within, that's right. And he hosts a Game of Bloggers meetup every year that is specifically for Comic-Con bloggers. So us and lots of other places. So it's a really good place to connect with other websites and stuff like that. I went last year and it was a blast, so I'm looking forward to that too. So basically, we're all getting drunk tonight.
That's what Comic-Con is.
I also have the Wonder Woman invisible jet reveal.
Oh, yes!
And I'm totally expecting it to just be like a roped off like area where they say that there's something and there's nothing really there. I'm supposed to be able to get my picture taken in the cockpit, but I imagine that'll be like the
Nothing.
like,
You're just like
now
sitting
you're
in
in the
nothing.
cockpit. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, oh look, here's the
Okay.
instrument panel that you can totally see because it's really there.
Can you please Periscope that reveal?
Yes.
Yes. So pay attention to our Periscope, because the Periscope of nothing is happening tonight. It'll be much more exciting than my disappointing Star Trek Periscope, where I'm like, I'm so excited. Oh shoot! Like, it's gonna be much better, I swear.
I hope so. Like, there better be something there.
I would hope there. Yeah, I would think there would be. We'll
I
see.
would hope. I actually am hoping that there's not. I hope that it literally is all this hype for nothing, and that it's just a roped off area of grass. Like, if there actually is legitimately something there, I'm gonna be disappointed. Like, I'm hoping for nothing.
Well, before we go any further, I want to talk a little bit about like what's going on that I've seen, like construction and setup and stuff, because even more than in years past, I feel like there's a lot more stuff like up and going on than in years past. So I was really surprised of what's happening over at the Hard Rock Hotel, because I went there last night for dinner and I wanted to go to 207 nightclub afterwards to have drinks, and it was closed because they are transforming it into the Bell Rev from Suicide Squad. And they've literally added walls and stuff to this nightclub just for this offsite event. And
How do we get there?
It's over there.
it's still, I believe it's still the same entrance as
Over there.
I mean, it's the 207 nightclub, so you go in that main entrance at the Hard Rock, and it's just off to your right. I believe that's going to be the entrance to the offsite. Although
I was
haven't.
gonna say, because will they let people, because you know how they are about the Hard Rock, like not letting you in unless you're staying there or whatever.
I'll confirm and we'll get back to you.
I'm pretty sure if it's an offsite event, they're not going to restrict it to just people staying at that hotel. Because they did. There was another huge offsite that they did at Hard Rock a few years ago, and apparently they were giving away tattoos, like legit tattoos.
Yeah, that's happening at Suicide Squad too.
Yeah, which, sure, I'll take one.
I think maybe
Yeah.
applied to the offsite event, so like it's only till like 6 p.m. and then after 6 p.m. they might close off the lobby. I don't know for sure about that, but that would make sense.
I want to go.
Well,
Is that the thing that we were talking about responding to in the Facebook chat?
I don't think so. I think it's
Okay. I've been running around like crazy the past few days. I know I've missed things.
this is very stressful. There's a lot of stuff. A lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sad about things I have to miss, Friday, because I've got like interviews going on. Of course, I'm excited about doing some interviews, but I wish I didn't have to miss all these panels I'd like to go to.
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of interview stuff too, but I want to talk about some other stuff that we saw getting constructed as well.
Yeah.
Just outside of the hotel. So first of all, I'm about to blind all of our viewers, so I'm sorry. Before the webcast, we were having lots of discussion about whether to have this curtain open or closed. So
It's very bright. It's very sunny.
over there, there is the convention center. All right, I'm closing this.
It's an amazing view.
But you can't see it.
Of the
But
convention center.
Right outside, below like our balcony to the right, not that we really talk about this on the Geeky area, but there's a huge South Park exhibit that's being constructed right there. And then there's something else right across the street in front of the other Hilton, because you can see two Hiltons from one another.
I think that's the Amazon setup.
Amazon setup, because it's something pretty epic, and they have the whole area blocked off right now.
Interesting.
And then the Embarcadero was closed off for Star Trek, which, let me tell you something. I was so disappointed about not getting Star Trek that I changed into my Star Wars shirt. So you know what?
The hair reveal. Yeah. Another
Yeah,
really
you can't see my shirt. It says "clever girl."
Oh. You want to think about you, Star Trek.
both Jamie and I are rocking Harry Potter
Yeah.
universe. So another cool thing that I saw actually was in front of the Omni. Well, actually off to the side of the Omni, they have a statue, the actual Superman statue from Batman versus Superman is out there. The like whatever, there's a statue in the movie of Superman.
I'll take
And
your word for it. I
yeah,
didn't see it.
so they have like that statue out there. I thought that was cool.
Yay, the DC person.
That is cool, especially.
I don't love DC, but I just think it's a cool statue.
No, that is cool, but also interesting since the movie came out like so much early. Well, I guess the DVD, Blu-ray, whatever. I'm old is coming out soon.
The VHS will be out.
Yeah, the Laserdisc.
Laserdisc. I think that might be better than VHS. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Slightly.
Timey movie theater where you have to crank.
We're very good
So, yeah,
over here.
They're doing. It surprises me. Do they always have this? I think last year on Wednesday, I didn't walk around places where they were still doing construction because the only construction I saw was like the stuff they were still fixing up outside our hotel, which was the Assassin's Creed obstacle course thing. And they were finishing that up. But like, come to think of it, I don't think I walked anywhere else where they would have been constructing anything, which is probably, I don't remember
I
it.
feel like there's a lot more offsites this year.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Like insanely so, which I think is a good thing because there are so many people that come into town that only have like a Thursday and Sunday badge or whatever, and so having more stuff to do in town is really beneficial. And I feel there's a lot more to do.
Yeah.
And also, sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying, I haven't heard, because since I'm pro and not press this year, I don't get all the press releases, so I know nothing about what's going on outside. I mean, I know the Game of Thrones exhibit and everything, but like other than that, I don't really know. Last year I got like the Vikings information and we posted about that and stuff, but like, yeah, I don't know as much this year about all that stuff because I haven't had time to keep up with like the blogs either.
Yeah, there's a lot of virtual reality stuff this year. I think that's the big thing. There's like an American Horror Story virtual reality experience. There's a Teen Wolf virtual reality experience. There's Mr. Robot. So Jamie's going to do the Teen Wolf one. There's a Mr. Robot one. In fact, I took a picture and posted it last night. That there was a like a moving van for Mr. Robot right outside my apartment building. So that was cool.
Is that the gorilla moving? Gorilla? No. Okay. There was a gorilla moving truck that was parked near.
No, it's just like a not a minivan, like a regular van.
Okay.
I'm going to be getting the Game of Thrones offsite, but that's a pretty common one. The Game of Thrones offsite's been going on for like years, but this is actually going to be the first year I'm going to do it. So,
yeah, I would love to, but the line is always too long.
I'm going to get there. I'm not going to say what time, but really early. And the first 500 people get a free pop doll. So the first 500 people each day. So I'm not saying what time I'm getting there, just how everybody else show up 2 hours. Show up like 2 minutes before. Give me your pop doll.
Pop doll.
I have a pop doll problem.
Yeah, don't we all? We all do. That's fine.
I only have 9 pop dolls. It could be worse.
Yeah, I have like 12.
So
and no space for them.
Our addiction is very mild compared to many people who have like 200.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've stuck with pop dolls. I love them, but I've stuck with things that I really, really, really love. So like the only extraneous pop doll, like I do think I have too many pop dolls, but it's because I have extraneous ones that I don't really want, like Jon Snow. I don't really like Jon Snow all that much.
I may end up with Jon Snow.
Can we please have like a dead
I
Jon
mean,
Snow
so
popped up?
like,
That would be fun.
you know.
Like Ollie stab wound.
With like a sword sticking out of him, like, like multiple swords. Like,
Funko should just.
I'm excited to go by the Funko booth. I'm
wow,
hoping.
terrible suggestion. I'm not going to continue that train of thought.
Okay, yeah, don't do that.
I want to go by the Funko booth because I want to see if I still know some of the people that work there. So hopefully.
Yeah,
But yeah, so lots of offsite stuff. I'm sure
Yeah.
I'll see a few things.
yeah, virtual reality definitely seems like the big thing this year, though, I would say.
Not my thing, so.
Yeah.
Well, you're not here. No, I'm kidding.
Not yet.
We're like winging this webcast tonight, so I don't know what we should talk about next.
Okay. Things that we have confirmed between now and the last webcast. Because last webcast we went over things that we had confirmed, but there was a lot hanging up in the air. I finally got confirmed for the Steven Universe press room. Yay! So all the Redditors who helped us with questions, I actually get to ask them.
Or some of them, yeah, but
Yeah, not all of them, because there were a lot of suggestions. So I will try to ask as many as I can. I also got 2 one-on-one interviews. One with an actor named Jason Matthew Smith, he plays Cupcake in Star Trek. So basically, the guy in the first Star Trek movie who beat the crap out of Kirk. That guy, I can talk to him. So, and then I also got confirmed for a interview with this group called Legion M, I believe it's called, and they're kind of like a production company for independent like comic book movies. Well, there's gonna be a lot more information about them because I'm gonna interview them. So right now I don't know too much, but we'll see how that plays out as well.
Oh, I got confirmed for Teen Wolf.
oh yay. Yeah, I was able to get confirmed for Nerd HQ. I don't know what panel I will be going to. I'm hoping for Sherlock because that's really the only one that fits into my schedule. But I don't know. We'll see. So it was nice to get something back from them when I contacted them because I mean, the Nerd HQ has been so great with us. Zach is just a really sweet guy, and yeah. So.
Well, I'm actually going to be covering the Sherlock one. I got confirmed for that as press. So.
And I'll be covering Black.
And
There
I
you
have
go.
Teen Wolf.
So there we go. So we have 3 Nerd Headquarter panels covered as press already. So
Yeah. Well, to be honest, it'll be nice to go and maybe like not have to do much. But I can always live tweet or Instagram, you know what I mean? So
Yes. So what was I gonna say? Dang it. This is what happens when I drink beer. It's not a good combination. I was gonna say, there's been some news come out about well, maybe not Comic-Con related stuff, but like just weird stuff. I read today that the final installment of the Divergent series, which I believe is called Ascendant, is skipping theaters and going straight to TV movie.
Oh my god.
I mean, are we really surprised? Because after I'm saying this because after the first one, it's like it didn't do as well as they wanted it to. So like they just didn't push the rest of them. It was like less and less with each installment that came out. And it's like, I didn't even know these news were coming out till like a week before they were released in theaters most times.
very much depending on Shailene Woodley. Is
Yeah.
that her name? Yeah. They were depending on her success because she's, I guess, popular. I'm clearly not paying close attention to her, but she's apparently popular, right?
Um,
And at least
she
that's
was-
what they thought.
She was in The Fault in Our Stars, which was huge.
See, she was great. That was a great film.
Oh.
So I think they were banking on her. Hello, random person on our webcast.
it's Becca. Becca who also writes in the Geek Here. She's walking around my house with several dogs following her. Like,
Well, hello, random Becca. Welcome to the Comic Con. She's not going to be at Comic Con, but she is.
no.
Yeah.
She can't hear you, but no, Becca brought her new pup home today, and we think that she has never been in a house before because whenever you let her out, she like is afraid to come back inside. So now Becca's wandering around the house with all the dogs. It was actually, she came in here just surrounded by 3 dogs. It was really funny.
Okay.
I-
So
just-
beyond the dog, let's talk
Yeah,
about
I just have one more note. Yeah, like Shailene Woodley and Theo James, who are supposed to be like the main characters and love interests in the Divergent series, like have no chemistry.
I'll trust you on that.
Well, and also, like, I've never really been overly impressed with Shailene Woodley's acting, but then I only ever saw her in the Divergent movie and in Secret Life of the American Teenager, which I watched for like 1 season, maybe not even the whole one.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they changed the story. Like,
Oh, you've read it.
yes, I
Yeah, I
read
have
the
no
books.
idea.
But it's
you have a
just like-
knowledgeable person to talk about this.
They completely just like went off. The second movie's like not at all like the book, and it's just like
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. That was my first thought too. Like, so they Game of Thrones it. Or is it worse than Game of Thrones? Have you read the Song of Ice and Fire books at all? Okay. So is it worse or on par with what Game of Thrones has done?
well, it's hard to say because like I liked the Divergent books, but they're not a very good story. But it's just like the story that they changed it to didn't make any sense within the context of what they had. So hard to say.
Anyway, so there's news coming out now that we've gone off on this
I
Divergent.
just read it like an
TV,
hour
that's
ago,
great.
and I was
What
like,
channel?
well, they didn't say, it was Collider that reported this, and it was funny because they said that it was supposed to be like the thought process behind it is supposed to be because they're going to transition the TV movie into a TV spin-off series.
Oh God.
So that's great.
So I have a Comic Con related thing.
Yeah, I know. I have.
we're getting okay. Me and her are getting text messages from one of our roommates. Well, this is related to travel in general right now. So there is a group of stranded Comic Con people who are now renting a car because Southwest systems have gone down. Southwest, the airline, their entire system has gone down. So people who are supposed to be at Comic Con today are stranded at various places around the United States. And I just got a text from one of our roommates who is one of the stranded people, and she met a bunch of Comic Con people in the airport, and they're renting a car and driving here overnight.
From where?
I don't know where she's at.
I don't either.
We don't know.
I hope somewhere like
Their big hubs are Houston and Vegas.
yeah.
Like it would have to be somewhere drivable. So my guess would be Vegas or Houston. Vegas is like 6 hours maybe at most.
Well, driving overnight implies pretty long drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is already 8:30.
Yeah,
So
Southwest has gone down. People are stranded everywhere, and it's
Mhm.
affecting Comic Con attending.
and suddenly I'm super glad that I am flying American.
American flights.
Usually I prefer Southwest over all other airlines because even when things go wrong, I feel like they handle it better. But like now I'm glad. So
Yes.
Well, I hope that all of the stranded Comic Con people around the United States can figure out how to get here right now, because
yeah,
what
actually,
a day for Southwest systems to crash
Yeah.
while geeks from around the nation are trying to get to like Geek Mecca.
Because they
Vegas.
can't even rebook.
She's coming from Vegas, so
That's not too bad.
told you, yeah. I mean, but it is still sort of overnight because at this point, if they're in the process of renting a car, they won't leave there till 9, and they won't get there till
2 or 3 in the morning,
yeah.
maybe later.
Yeah.
Good luck, geeks stranded by Southwest. I hope you get here.
So I just got this press release, and it's It's kind of funny. It says hometown food chain Jack in the Box is partnering with The Walking Dead Road to Survival. Nothing good can come from this. It's a brand new video game, and they're creating a zombified Jack in the Box experience for Comic-Con attendees to enjoy all weekend.
No.
You can have your photo taken with the zombified Jack in the Box employee.
Is it like the actual like Jack in the Box?
Okay.
Like that would be interesting. The zombie Jack and the clown dude or whatever.
Oh my
And
god.
they will be handing out 1,000 The Walking Dead style coupons all weekend long that are good for free food at Jack in the Box. And that's happening at Comic-Con Interactive Zone.
It's Petco, right?
It's
Petco
just,
Park.
yeah, outside of Petco, yeah. So that's fun.
There's no Jack in the Box in New York. So.
There's no Jack in the Box within walking distance of this convention
No.
center, I think. So basically, in order to take advantage of this, you have to have a car or go really far out of your way.
Or be local.
I just have to. I'm sorry. Fareed is watching us, and his tweets are hilarious. Right before somebody said maybe they're doing a TV series, he tweeted us maybe they're thinking of doing a TV series.
Oh, Fareed, you are right again, as usual. Hello, by the way.
Yes. So yeah, tomorrow is Thursday.
It's the actual first day of con.
We've already talked about like panels and stuff like that, but anything new going on tomorrow for you guys?
Tomorrow, I'm getting up really early at an unspecified time for the Game of Thrones offsite. And then I have the Felicia Day Nerd Headquarters panel in the afternoon.
I have your ticket, by the way.
Thank you.
On
Thank
my
you.
person, actually. So
We'll gladly take that. And then I have too many parties. I don't know what to
there's
do.
so many parties tomorrow. I know it sounds like a first world problem. It is.
Really?
But I mean, like every party is tomorrow.
It's true, because I mean, I had to decline about 3 parties, and I'm going to the fandom party at the Hard Rock, which is right there.
Which is first come, first serve, by the way. I don't know if you got that email.
Oh god. Okay, so Jesus. And then I have Wayward Cocktails.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I've talked to a couple like San Diego Comic-Con people who are this is their first year, and they all don't understand that a lot of these parties are like, yeah, you can RSVP, but they're first come, first serve, baby. So if you RSVP and show up an hour after it starts, you're not getting in most times. You know,
Yeah.
like the big parties, the Christian Nairn one and everything, you know?
Is that are they bringing Rave of Thrones to the convention? The Christian Nairn? Like, are they
That's the
Yeah, they are.
on party? Okay, because I know he's coming, but I wasn't sure if it was officially like the Rave of Thrones event.
It is. It is.
And it,
Tomorrow. Yeah, it is. That's what I took from the email that was sent.
because we've
I thought
covered
he was just DJing it. Yeah.
because we've covered Rave of Thrones before. You actually met him and did an article about Rave of Thrones, and when I heard that it was coming here, at least he was coming here to DJ, I was like really excited, and then I'm like, and it's Thursday. Like,
Yeah, I was looking for the email.
going on till 2 a.m. The other
So
one,
maybe-
the other one did at like 9.
so maybe I can jump to that. Is there a price? I'm assuming there's a price.
No, it's free.
Well,
Yeah, actually, it's not officially. I thought it said Rave of Thrones, but maybe I
We'll talk about it.
misread.
we don't get it.
Regardless, but yeah, that is tomorrow night. But I don't know. So obviously, my tomorrow is going to be spent sleeping in, probably packing, because the chances of me doing that tonight are slim. And like I have like last minute errands to run, and then like my flight doesn't leave till 7:30. So tomorrow night you guys are all partying and having a blast at Comic-Con. I will be flying and watching Penny Dreadful and finishing reading Morning Star.
I finished on the flight today. So
Did you? I really want to go to his signing on Friday evening. It's at like 5 or something in the exhibitor hall at the Random House booth. So I literally like staved off finishing this book so that I could read it on the way there and have him sign it when I get there. So the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown is amazing, and he's going to be signing at Comic-Con Friday and Saturday evenings at the Random House booth.
Sweet. I got hit because I got Red Rising when it was not out yet.
Yeah.
Like it came
I
out.
reviewed it, so I edited it. So
Yeah,
I remember it.
Yeah, it came out like January of like 2014 or something, and I got it like May the year before.
Yeah.
So I had like 8 months where nobody knew what I was talking about.
That's not.
But I have it's fine.
And the thing is, like, I don't know that many people who've read the series at all.
Sorry,
I mean,
random Becca and dog.
I know. I mean, Fareed tweeted us and said a wild Becca appears, and I was like, "What about Pokeballs?" I mean, my dogs are all Pokemon. So Rigby, I have it written down somewhere. I gotta find it now. Well, Wendy is an Eevee. She is perfect and beautiful, and Rigby is a Growlithe. Also, my cat's Stitch is Persian, Marmalade is Ninetales, and Ducky is Spearow. I thought through this. Sorry.
And Erin is lost.
I'm like, I don't know what's happening right now.
I know, you know. I'm sorry. Every webcast we've had devolves into Pokemon Go at some point for like a week and a half now.
There are 2 Pokestops within the hotel arrangements for me. So
anyway,
hashtag of like the insane amount of Pokestops around here. Yeah.
We win.
So anything else like new that you guys have added since our last webcast for like Friday or Saturday?
Well, I mean, we'll just list out the press rooms because I think we have either 10 or 11 confirmed now that we're covering. So
Steven Universe for me.
Yep. I've got Van Helsing, which is a new series on Sci-Fi. iZombie, Lucifer, The Expanse, and Winona Earp.
So that was how many for you? 5. So 6 with me. How many are you doing?
I have Teen Wolf, The 100, Supergirl, and The Magicians. So I have 4.
So we have 10 confirmed, and then I have 2 exclusive interviews. So we have,
and Tara has a couple interviews.
Yeah. I mean, since I'm not press, I can't do press rooms, which is honestly fine. I had that heavy experience last year, and I want a different experience this year. But yeah, I've got exclusive interviews in that other people I'm sure will be interviewing these people at Comic-Con, but they're one-on-one interviews. One is with, like I talked about the last webcast, the author of the Nerdist book, Welcome to Deadland, Zachary Linville. And then the other is with Zach Oat, from the marketing director from Diamond Select Toys, who I interviewed at C2E2 earlier this year. And they've worked with us so much and sent us some great stuff. I actually have some of their little mini mates underneath my iPad. It's this one's Mulder and this one's the Smoky Man. I knocked his gun out of his hand one night. I was probably drunk. And there's some more under there, but yeah, so I'm excited to talk to Zach again. He's a really cool guy, and they do some really great like collectibles, and they have some really great exclusives this year. I'm eyeing the Spider-Gwen that they have, I gotta be honest.
I knew you were gonna like that one. I've got a couple interviews as well, but they're still kind of up in the air at this point. We've had to go back and forth a couple times, so you'll see them if they happen. If they don't,
I can't believe it's Wednesday night and you still have things that are not confirmed. Okay, so that was 14, at least 14 articles. Probably more, because we'll probably write things besides our interviews.
Well, and the Nerd HQ panel.
Yeah, so basically, hella content. To get a little NorCal in here, if any of our viewers from Northern California, hella content.
Yeah, I really loved when I did the Nerd HQ panel, I really loved live tweeting it and then going back and screen capping my tweets and like filling in the gaps where I couldn't tweet fast enough with what I remember, because like it's dark and I mean where it was last year it was dark, you couldn't see to write, which was like frustrating, but like, and you're also not supposed to record, so it was literally like live tweeting is the best option, and then afterwards I can share live tweets and also of course, you know, fill in like my thoughts from what I remembered from the panel. It was good last year.
So another thing that we can talk about here, if we're done with that, I don't want to.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I picked up my bag because this year they did something different. They mailed us our badges, and then we had to pick up our bags and lanyards and books separately. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff we got with our bags. The souvenir book has Wonder Woman on the cover, which I'm not a DC person, but I gotta say, you know, represent the female superheroes. And it also has
cool
Thrones on the back here.
Yeah.
So very, very lovely. And that's the souvenir book. And then the events guide I'm really excited about because I'm a Spock fangirl. This is Spock, the reason I got into Star Trek. So we got that. And then this is not very aesthetically pleasing, but will be helpful for the people who are here. The quick guide. It's not very pretty. There's not much.
It's got a toucan on it.
It's got toucans, but it's not very visually appealing. But it's the Bible for Comic-Con.
I don't know what that is, that toucan thing.
It's the Toucan blog. The Toucan blog is the blog that goes with San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay.
Yeah, in general, and it does
This
a lot
shows what I know
about the convention. And then leading up to Comic-Con, they post a tip of the day for 30 days prior. Toucan is really old. It goes back to the older days of CCI, Comic-Con International, and then it stopped for a while, and then came back. And why it's a toucan, I don't freaking know, but it is. So if anyone actually knows the history of the toucan, please chime in, because I don't. I'm sure it's somewhere.
Yeah. So what are the bags this year?
I'm upset.
I haven't gotten mine yet. They're all Warner Brothers, and
I'm mad about mine. I got freaking Big Bang Theory.
Oh my, yeah, no, I would burn it in a fire. I would bring it home and burn
well,
it.
they're really different this year,
And
because they have this Bazinga flap is actually a flap that goes over the front, so like it's like a big
Oh, that's kind of nice.
opening. It's kind of strange.
so it's a cool design, but
Yeah.
See,
Or here, you just put this. Well, you can't see this, but you just put this over your head when you're in line and you don't have a cover, so it's like it shields you from the sun.
Sure. If they give me a Bazinga bag, I'm going to tell them I don't want it. I will take
I
it.
was so upset, and I was going through the thing, and I was the only person there at the time. But I guess you got to be consistent. I was the only person getting my bag at the time, and I walked up and I was looking around at all the bags, and he's like, "Just pick one." And I walked over and like touched one to look at it, and he's like, "You touched it, it's yours."
I would have been like, no.
So I took it and I opened it up and I saw Bazinga, and I'm like,
Oh no, so they have them like wrapped up so you can't see what they.
You're way nicer than I would have been.
Yeah, yeah, seriously. What did you get, Erin?
But yeah, they're all Warner Brothers. There's like iZombie, there's Supernatural, Fantastic Beasts.
There's
which is weird
100.
'cause they're usually
apparently Suicide Squad too. I saw that one walking around.
okay. Yeah,
What, did you pick yours up, Erin?
There's
the 100.
The
Oh yeah.
100.
No, I didn't do mine. I was gonna try, but then
Yeah, I haven't gotten mine.
Would
yet.
you like to trade? I got a free
I mean, maybe we'll see.
Big Bang. If
If
I
I
don't want it, someone take it from
unless
me.
I get iZombie or Fantastic Beasts, because those are the ones I want. And
Okay.
then otherwise, who am I kidding? I'm never gonna keep it. I'm not gonna use it
Yeah.
anyway. So
I would say I can host a Big Bang Theory giveaway, but we don't cover it on the website, and we all seem to hate it.
I love it.
I actually have a Big Bang Theory bag from 2012. That was my
Would
bag.
you like another one?
I love it.
I love it. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't keep mine from last year because it was Batman versus Superman, but I have the one from the year before because I got some, I think it was Justice League, Young Justice League or something. And then somebody with a kid traded me an Arrow one, and I just love Stephen Amell, so I was like, yeah, I'm keeping this Arrow bag. I have no use for it. It's just sitting in a closet, but it has his gorgeous.
I've never gotten Supernatural naturally. But I didn't mean that to be a joke. I've always had to trade for it.
No, I'm pretty sure I got Supernatural last year and we did the giveaway. We gave it away.
No, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. 'Cause I like Supernatural, by the way. I just didn't want the bag.
we should specify.
I just didn't want the bag because I mean.
Oh man, I'm about to get
no.
Okay. Sorry.
We can always talk about my Jared Padalecki story. When in doubt, always bring that up because it's a good story. Sorry, I'm in a swivel chair. I gotta stop spinning.
So anything else that's new or that's changed since we talked on?
No, but
I don't think so. I mean, we're here and anything can happen really now. So who knows?
So follow us on Twitter.
Yep.
And Instagram. And I'm going to be periscoping the hell out of this week.
Me too.
Snapchat. We got a Snapchat. We only legit have like 2 followers on Snapchat. So but join us. We'll have more. Yeah. Facebook. We won't be doing much live Facebooking.
No.
But so follow us on all of our social media, and there'll be lots of updates throughout the entire weekend. I periscoped the Star Trek draw this morning, which was the saddest periscope in the history of periscopes. What's it gonna be? I lost. So yeah, follow us for updates because anything can happen at this point.
Yeah, I'll probably use Instagram the most. That's the one I tend to gravitate to when I'm at cons. I use it a lot at C2E2.
And if anyone out there is here and you see Hiddle Swift, tweet me. Thanks.
Yes.
Erin, what is your Twitter name? Erin _
Lynn. Yes.
Lynn. Linn.
It is my name. Thanks.
Or you could just tweet the Geek Theory, and one of us will alert her to the situation.
Or I will alert myself because I have it on my phone.
Yeah. Because Hiddle Swift is important.
It's not really important. I just want to know.
Hashtag swizzle sticks.
Hashtag Hiddle or swizzle sticks.
Oh, we have there's a piece of speculation that you and I were talking about earlier.
Oh my god.
That I think could be legit enough to actually share. So
okay, let's talk about this.
But don't go out and buy these yourself. Just let us have the opportunity.
Right. Don't do this, listeners. Let us.
Okay. So this year every year for Nerd HQ, actually, they have mystery panels. They have 2 mystery panels this year. And one of them is actually titled Guess Who instead of Mystery Panel. And it's on Sunday. And the tickets for that one go on sale Saturday night after the Marvel Hall H.
So after the Doctor Strange thing happens,
with a maybe surprise guest.
And the panel happens after the Sherlock panel happens in Hall H
on Sunday.
So let's connect these dots. It gets announced after
Marvel
and happens after
Sherlock and before Sherlock Nerd HQ.
So let's connect these dots. Who do we think it is? The Cumberbatch.
Cummerbund.
If I get okay, I'm sorry. You know what? I don't need to apologize for fangirling. This is feelings.
No.
He is like, along with Tom Hiddleston, like the original internet boyfriend.
Right? If I see Cumberbatch with my own face, like my own eyes, like if I see his face, I might
see it with my own face.
My very first Comic-Con was 2 years ago, San Diego. My very first panel was Hall H. DreamWorks Animation. It was Cumberbatch's first panel.
You've seen him.
I've seen him. I've
You've
been in the
seen
same
him.
room for Penguins of Madagascar, which he can't say penguins, so it was really funny.
Why? What? What does he say?
Pinglings. He can't say it. Google Benedict Cumberbatch says penguin. He narrated a penguin documentary and cannot say the word. It's really funny, by the way.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
There you go. That's your tip for the weekend.
So
Do it. We'll do it after we
yeah.
because it's worth it.
I also want to know after the broadcast, because I don't want to help people. After, I want to know the exact time that the new headquarters tickets go on sale, because I'm in the Marvel panel. So
When is the other mystery? When is the other mystery panel with Nerd HQ?
I think it's tomorrow, maybe
Thursday.
It's usually on Thursday.
Because I did the mystery panel last year, and it was ended up being, I think it was a mystery panel. It ended up being, yes, no, it wasn't a mystery panel. It was just a panel called Badass Women, and they didn't announce who it was. So, but it was like Mercedes something from Fear the Walking Dead and Felicia Day, and
that's awesome.
yeah, it had some pretty good people on it. So I don't know. Other than that, I will hopefully be seeing you guys Friday. And Stephanie, as long as my flight actually arrives Thursday night, I will see you Friday morning as early as possible.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get over to Nerd HQ first thing in the morning. So just to check it out. And
Tomorrow morning? Yeah, I'm going to head over there in the afternoon. So we're going to basically have a full day of Nerd Headquarter coverage, because I'm going to go over after the Game of Thrones offsite, which I'm hoping to be done with by about noon. And then I'm going to just go over there and drink. It's Comic-Con.
hang out with Zach and Zach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Zach with a Z and Zach with an X.
Yep. Zach and Zach. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I have a lot of beer ahead of me tonight too.
Yeah, you do. It's like dark here, and it's like I haven't even started packing, and it's almost 9 o'clock, and I'm like,
we're day drinking.
Yeah. It's just very hot.
It's
here.
after 5. It's acceptable.
oh, does it have to be after 5 to be acceptable?
That's why yesterday, I was in the air en route here all day, and by the time I got here, I'd only had a Cliff Bar and wine, and I'm like, must be Comic-Con.
That is my con food.
Yeah.
Cliff Bars, like one for breakfast, one for lunch, and then if I'm lucky, a sensible dinner,
Bars and alcohol.
which usually is something fried or pizza.
Yeah, Comic-Con is basically like drunk nerd territory.
It's
like
that's what I tell people. They're like, what's it really like? You know, do people dress up? What's it really like? And I'm like, people don't. You know, some people dress up, but most don't.
Yeah.
And it's a big nerd party. Everyone here is really nerdy, and everybody gets drunk and parties, and it's a week-long nerd party.
everybody asks me, "Are you gonna dress up?" Or they don't even even ask that. They're just like, "What are you gonna dress up as?"
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
do that to me too.
myself.
Yeah, I get that too.
And I mean, no offense to cosplayers, Tara, you're one of the best out there, but I not for everyone. Like, I don't come here to like.
Well, and I mean, I don't cosplay at Comic-Con anymore, which is like currently causing huge issues because all I'm doing right now is throwing geeky clothes into a suitcase, and I realized that I have a few like old Game of Thrones shirts that I bought when I first liked the show that are like raggedy and gross, and then I have the Game of Thrones the Sir Pounce Sir Pounce first of his name shirt that I wore to the same exact panel that I was on last year. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I post on Facebook.
I mean, you could bring that. Like, how big is the costume? How much?
No, it involves because my hair is too light. It involves a wig. I'm not wearing a wig. I'm not wearing that. It's the belt that's uncomfortable, and the dress. It's too hot for the dress. But like, I don't know. I have like party versions of Cersei and Melisandre, so I could bring one of those. But like, when I put on my Facebook, like maybe I'll bring my old party Cersei that I haven't worn in forever, people were like, why? Nobody's gonna get that. And I was like, well, now what the hell am I supposed to do? Someone tell me what to wear.
Dude, represent, like, just go in your party, Cersei.
I already have Pokemon.
I'm from the geek area. We do what we want.
Like, I already have Pokemon, Steven Universe, and Star Wars stuff packed, but that's like all I have.
You have Steven Universe clothing? I want
But
some.
yeah, I have Steven Universe clothing. Hot top. But anyway, so if somebody knows what I should wear to this panel on Saturday, please let me know.
Before you leave tomorrow, because
Fashion advice. All right. Oh yeah.
or just wear a shirt with like where you pin in "I don't wash it anymore," and that will be
Hashtag what Tara doesn't wash.
FYI, viewers, I'm still enjoying the show, which is why I reviewed the whole season by myself.
I enjoy some minor parts of the show.
We're starting to get a little tipsy over here. We should.
I really thought the music in the final episode was amazing. All right, so yeah. I think it's been an hour, and maybe we'll throw together another one of these before the weekend's up.
Maybe. We will announce it as we go, because we are all pretty booked solid, but I would like to have another one. When? I don't know. Did we make an entire episode without anyone swearing?
Well, I did say badass, but I was quoting the name of a panel.
This is not Comic-Con related, but I just wanted to give kind of a heads up shout out. We do have our regularly scheduled Fan Artist Friday this Friday. So it's a really cool artist, 221 Broderie. And so you should watch for that because she does embroidered art. It's really cool. So.
Sounds fun. I have a friend who does that, like embroidered geeky things on Etsy.
Yes. It's cool.
So, all right. Well, yeah, I missed our Positivity Tuesday because I'm honestly like too busy trying to get ready for this weekend and adding a new dog to my house for the time being. So, and I'll try not to miss it next week. Next week I will do an all San Diego Comic-Con Positivity Tuesday to make up for this. So that's my goal. I'll write it.
Include a link to this because we are very happy and tipsy right now, which is fun.
I'm going to write it in my planner right now.
All right, we're good for now. Like you guys said, we'll try to do a post-con thing maybe if we're not dead.
Yeah, we'll try.
I was pretty dead last year.
Yeah, but you're not sleeping on the.
Goes back. Is she aware that she's live on the website?
Oh yeah, she knows.
Okay.
Said hi again.
I just like dogs following her. It's pretty fun. Okay. So guess what? I'm Erin, and I'm here again with Jamie and Angel and Tara remotely. We're live from San Diego Comic-Con preview night.
Most of us.
Yeah. Thank you again for joining us for Feelings with the Geek Eerie. Remember, we're a free webcast run off of donations from viewers like you. Thanks for contributing and helping to our what? I don't know.
Give me your beer.
Thank you for helping our host site, the Geek Eerie. We really appreciate it, and we'll either see you in a couple days or next week.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I'll see you all soon and finally meet Jamie in person.
Hey. All right. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.